Comment or question, please feel free to make it at this time, but please come up to the microphone so we can hear you though. Good, Dave, you're first.
Dave Wasco, 708 Ridgewood Drive, Cotton Plan. A winter ago, not this winter, previous winter, I was here and talked about the alley behind my house on Ridgewood Drive. Cindy Fisher said they'd look into it in the spring and get back with me. I haven't heard a thing. I noticed they've been plowing the second alley up in Montour. Still nothing done with the alley behind my house. If you people don't want to take the alley over and you're doing all the rest, Muse, you plow all the alleys over there.
You're right, and I apologize, Bill.
I have looked at that alley. That's an unimproved alley. It's not a paved surface. It appears to be a paper alley on.
So was the one up above, but you resurfaced that. You put stone in there, you rolled it, and you plow it. You maintain it. I want to know why my alley's not taken care of.
Dave, I can address, for at least the 19 years that I've been here, the alleys that are currently being plowed and maintained were being maintained.
I don't care. You always maintain it. Prior to you even being here, I'm telling you. I have to call for them to come out and cut the ends of the alley so you can get through. They did cut the ends, I'll grant you that. But they left a limb across there. When I drive my truck in there, it's right at the windshield. It was at a point where you could only walk in that at the far end. My son hauls wood to his house. He can't get down that alley. And you know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like the second alley. They're going to bring all their junk cars in there and park them in there. If you want that, don't maintain it. I'll put a stake right down the middle of the alley, and I'll take half of that alley, and I'll call it my property if you don't want it. You want to do that? And I'll guarantee you'll have all the people up here on 1st and 2nd Street will be down at this meeting.
Well, Dave, I think what you addressed last time, or each of the summers whenever you brought it up, that I know you would like to see it open and maintained, but I think we got grief from half the property owners who don't want it open. And it's
Tommy, I want to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to take the cars off of the front road because you guys are making a move, and they're going to park them up in that damn alley. That's what they're going to do. They did it in the second one. Take a look at that road.
We can't have that either.
right. But I'm just saying that we looked at it where half the people would be down here if we did open it up completely. They just don't want that access behind their houses. They don't want traffic going through it.
Well, let me tell you what. There was a guy that put a garage in that alley. You made him take it down because it was too close to the alley. That's the only reason they're not maintaining it.
He's right.
Next to Armstrong, a guy built a garage. You made him take it down. Or you would have had to open it.
I don't remember seeing anything on it.
Tom,
Yeah, there was correspondence I sent.
if 51% of the residents wanted it open, is that the procedure?
That's a formal procedure.
Can you get 51% of the residents?
I'll get him.
Okay.
I'll get them.
And then what'll happen then? Then will the alley be open for?
Yeah.
Well, no, that doesn't guarantee it. If the majority of the residents are interested, then we have to send Dan up there to make sure it's something that it can be open safely. If we put a surface on it, again, I don't know what the shoulders are like.
Wait a minute, Tommy. The road was perfect. You could drive on it. They put the sewers in. When they put the sewers in, they screwed the road up. All they did was put the dirt in there. They didn't
How about the shape-wise, they got screwed up with the
Oh, you darn right they did, because all the water running in my yard.
Well, then, I mean, they're still gonna have to look at it to make sure it can be replaced safely.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, how long is this gonna take? So if I come up with 51% of them, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna take care of it or what?
Yeah. Don't wait, you don't have have to wait to bring it back to us at our next meeting. If you can get this done in the next week or so, we can bring it up at our next meeting.
Dave, before you circulate a petition, we have to see it. We have to make sure.
Well, that's what, I waited a whole dang year already, Tommy, because I was told that they were gonna look at it in the spring.
And we talked to neighbors up there, and I hope, I mean, for your sake, if you get 51%, that'd be good for your position, but neighbors up there are dead set against that alley being open. So, I mean,
I've been up there and I've looked at this. It's an unapproved alleyway.
It is now.
I don't have it on my road inventory, and I couldn't even tell you what the right-of-way is through there. Some of the lawns are manicured in the alleyway.
I maintain it, I cut that.
Yes.
That's
well,
why.
Well, some of it's mowed grass, so for me to go in there and put a roadway in, I need to know the limits of the right-of-way and stuff like that. Make sure that I'm not infringing upon people's private property.
The township should know that.
We can, I mean, we
You
can.
should have that, not me, I'll get the
It might be hard.
we'll have it, Dave. If that petition.
The Howden plan, can I say something?
That's it, more to it too.
Howden plan shows the widths of the alleys. I think the township should have it. I have the plan. I might still have it. I'm not-
Well, it's gotta be, because they maintain the doggone thing, because the outhouses used to be in the back of the doggone mining houses, and the concrete buckets are still there, they used to pump them out of there. So I know somebody has to know something about it, same as Muse, it's the same
It's on the
way.
maps.
I think it's a recorded plan.
It is.
A recorded plan offered for dedication and accepted are two different things. So I'm just saying that there could be a plan recorded to the county courthouse. That doesn't mean that it's a township road just because something.
Well, then why do you maintain the second one up above?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, now you don't know.
You're right.
It would
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The width.
We'll know the width, that's not an issue, that's easy to find, that's established.
How long is it?
The whole length, the same length as,
300 yards maybe tops,
350 yards?
300 yards, I'd say maybe, that's good. From where the company store used to be, down to the stop sign down at the end of the road where you go up to Second Street, or go into Ridgewood Heights. I don't even think it's 300 yards.
Dave, well, let us help with that petition so that everybody knows what they're signing.
Oh, yeah.
And once you get that, then we'll go to the next step about, looking to get it for making that improvement.
Okay, I got one more plan. Ridgewood Heights abuts common plan. I'm having a lot of problems with the development up there. Our roads are getting crushed. I mean, literally crushed because of lack of planning. Tommy, you know as well as I do, your bridge can't support the weight of those trucks. They bring triaxles every day. I mean, back and forth in front of my place. My windows are rattling from those diesels. I'm tired of it. There's no weight limit on that road. They've already taken the stop sign down because when they come in with the big Terexes on the trailers, they can't make the turn. And they're taking the signs down. Now, you know, you developed your property down there.
The first part, yeah, I have nothing to do with that.
I understand that, and I can see why they wouldn't come up your way, because you got a 90-degree bend on the second turn right there. Yeah. And then never in the world make that turn with a truck and a trailer and a T-Rex on the back of it. But they'll come right up past my house and rattle my windows all day long.
David, those big T-Rex going back and forth, they just.
No, they're bringing them in, and then, well, they're gonna take them back out. But you're looking at 26 ton on a triaxle. I mean, they're loaded.
Yeah, are they just hauling stone?
No.
All materials that they need to take into the site.
It's not earthwork.
Yes.
Earth job, is it?
They're not taking dirt out.
There was dirt moved.
Oh, the dirt.
There was dirt moved. I'll guarantee you that.
On site though, he's talking about.
No, it was trucked out.
My word, dirt being taken out.
Come up. You can sit in my driveway, sit on my porch, and you can watch them every day. Back and forth.
Dave, what is your address?
708 Redwood Drive.
Can we check it out?
Yeah.
Or he did.
How come nobody's aware of what's going on in this township? I mean, I'm retired, but I don't go that far from my house, and I can see what's going on.
I can hear the equipment or anything, but
My God, that, when they was running a chipper up there, that was running for 12 hours a day, they run that chipper.
Yeah, I heard that too.
You didn't say anything? Is there an ordinance against that? No, no issue.
Not during the
But that's just for a dog though, huh?
Yeah, it is for a dog. Not during the workday.
Okay, one more quick point. Tires, are they gonna have a spring or cleanup this year?
Does anybody advertising one time, you know?
No?
Dan, I know you're gonna sell colors. Have you heard of any tire cleanup?
I haven't heard any this year yet, but annually a couple of places do. I can find out where they're doing it from, but I think they pay for somebody to come in and do it.
Well, we did that one time, right?
Yeah, well, I know you had it because they went up, the township went up in Wichita, up in Cowden's and cleaned up along the roads over there, took the tires and brought them down here and put them in the dumpster.
But I think
I just want to know if they're going to do it for mine, if I put them out along the road, they'll pick them up. Don't laugh, Tommy, it ain't funny because somebody in your plan, somebody just knocked 4 tires off in their yard, they've been sitting there for 2 weeks.
in their own yard or somebody else's yard?
Oh, they're in some, well, I'll tell you whose property it is. As soon as you come up, before you get to the doggone bike trail, you look on the left-hand side and see the 4 tires. They weren't there one night, but next morning they were there. They've been there 2 weeks. And I know damn good and well she didn't put them out there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I drive them, I look. You got watchdogs, but I got bloodhounds.
Dave, the point is, I think we tried to have one, 2 years ago, we couldn't find a company who would come out. But we'll keep trying. I mean,
I understand it.
if we don't do that,
Pictures of your dumpster was overfilled with tires?
if we don't do that, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be start dumping them on the township roads.
Listen, I got a camp up north. They'd rather have a cleanup twice a year, and you bring the stuff and dump it in their dumpster, because it's cheaper for them to have somebody to haul them away than send crews out and clean up the mess.
Especially when they're over the hills and things like that.
Don't believe me.
All right, Dave, you know, we probably research and try to see if we can set up a tire cleanup for our township this spring or something.
We talked about what was electrical or
That would be good, like.
I was gonna bring it up for new business.
electronic recycling pickup. They have it, I think, monthly out at the Arden Fairgrounds, but it'd be nice if we could have it locally here in Cecil Township.
Yes. And we'll see if we can find somebody that would come here for us to do that, and also, run a tire cleaner too. We'll look into that and see if we can.
We could also, I mean, if we're gonna do, we could do almost a whole big cleanup day. I know they do those huge trucks for, people.
Well, all they have to do is dump off a 30-yard box, 2 30-yard boxes, and people bring them down and throw them in there. I mean, you don't have to, why waste your money on crew when people want to get rid of them? It'd be better for you to have them here than scattered all over the township.
No question.
Okay, I'll get you 30 or 51%.
Thank you.
Anybody else have a comment or general